It's Leela's last laugh here against Destructor as she has to make her way through these different little mazes of lasers.
Looks like it's my turn now.
Looks similar to Bender's level here, but not quite. Blades here that you gotta get through, and anything else looking to kill you. My old nemesis, the smoke. And she'll pull that lever to open the door. Destructor is still destroying things as we look at this view. I could not press X in that situation, by the way. It would not register until I jammed the button down. I don't know why. And this is where you really gotta use Leela's rolling and different things like that. It's actually a pretty fun section. Jumping and diving and jumping and diving. Feel like a secret agent at times. Leela definitely had the best stuff to use. She had the easiest movement, and she had a lot of different kicks and things. And watch how lucky I am here. Somehow I missed that first one. Hit the second one, but I missed that first one. And this is where the keycard situation comes into play, and oh, is this just so fun. There's tons of doors, and you gotta go back and forth to get all the keycards and open all the doors. But first, we have to do another one of these number puzzles. So, 844, 2222. And then I believe it's 448. So it's just front and back, same way. And this is where we get shot by the lasers. So if you're not careful there, you have to watch that. And you can actually dive out of the way. It does work. But it takes some luck. Then you go out there after you pull that lever, and it obviously stops the lasers from going. But you'll find that there's times when you need to stop the lasers, and there's times that you need to actually pull that lever to activate the lasers. And they can kind of let you see the security cameras here. So you got a door that says 2 there, but you don't actually have 2 yet. You have to go through and kind of piece it together, which I thought was going to be a lot harder than it actually was. It turned out to be pretty easy in the end. But both of these last levels with Fry and Leela are like that. So there's our 3 key card. Now there's the machine turret. And if I'm not mistaken, I didn't pull this one. Well, maybe I did. I had to because of these balls here. These spike balls get shot by the laser, and then you gotta shut off the laser again. At least a normal person would have done that. I didn't, and somehow made it out alive. But that probably wasn't the way you were supposed to do that. So, then I can go back to 2 now. And then that'll give me 4. I believe we just saw 4, so we can go back to 4. Now luckily these aren't too maze-like, so it's not super difficult to figure out where you were. But, you know, you've still got to stay alive and everything, too. So there's 7. Now we can go down that hall after we do the lever there. And that's where that is. So, now you can go down that hall and they're not going to bug you. Which is great. And now you have this small room here. You get 6 out of that one. And then you have 2 halls that kind of lead to the same place. I think I took, you know, whatever direction I took. I got tired of the lasers and waiting for the lasers. But now you can go in here, and that's the machine gun. And you go in here, there's keycard 5, but that machine gun you're actually going to need to get through where you're going to have to go. So again, you're going to have to do the backtracking. Don't have 8 again, so you got to go through this spot here. And then to get to 5, you gotta get the machine guns to blast those balls away. So it's always like a step to a step to a step. But the machine gun's not just gonna blast those balls out of there. You have to actually make it shoot by sacrificing yourself for a second and trying not to get hit. Especially with this one, because they're right next to you. And so now you can go turn those off again. And then you can freely move down that hallway and go to 5. Again, I'm just getting sick of waiting for the lasers at this point. It's just padding the time to me, and I don't want to wait for it. You know, I just felt like I was so close to the end game at this point. So there's our 8 keycard, which we just saw 8. And some health too. Now we can finally open 5. Now we're gonna have to turn off the laser in 5. Now you can finally go in 8. And this, the camera messes up so bad and gets me killed. And I thought it was a one-off thing. I tried doing this corner again, the camera gets stuck on the wall again, it almost kills me again, somehow I made it. But it was close. Now that it's a straight path, you don't have that problem with the camera in this game. Like if you actually had more of those instances, would have made it almost unplayable. It's lucky that it, you know, didn't have those issues, but there were times for sure.
Hello, mutant girl.
And we got both of our nibblers. That's nice. And then we have this fun laser room, and it was fun with this one trying to figure out how I would get through these properly. That first one, it was kind of difficult to figure out, but in this one, I was able to jump through, jump around, and then dive through, and that was the end of the level. So that's it for this one. We're going into our final level next time, so stay tuned for that one. I'll see you guys next time.